Q, the to the sky space damage has been buffed.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, not very sure. But you're right. It's all about that proficiency. You know, Fiora has been picked because he's very confident with that pick. Jace as well being picked out. You did mention it is his one of his favorite champions.
We haven't seen this since Worlds, by the way. This has not been played yet. It's been a while since we've seen this match.
I'm seeing your screen right now. 9.16.
Yeah, and then it was played like that once. Then it was played a little bit, like in some regional play. But other than that, we'll see how this one goes. On average, actually, Renekton's able to get a pretty good bully in on through on the lane. Usually, on average, your Jace is behind by about 22 to 25 CS. So early on, the Renekton could actually get some decent damage down onto the Jace, but we'll have to see how much support is going to be there.
I am guessing, of course, you do want to use that range for at level 1, you do want to use that range to try and maybe whittle down away that Aziv's HP before he reaches level 3 and try to combo you, like get in, get out kind of deal from the Renekton.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, that's how I look at it for now. I'm in the same boat as you.
This is the first time we're actually seeing it.
After a while.
Yeah. It's not played too often right now. I think the last time we saw it was over in the VCS, actually, a couple days ago. Other than that, it's usually, the Jace has been always played mid at the moment. We haven't really seen a top anywhere else. It was top for a little bit, again, in VCS. It's pretty much been played exclusively in the VCS, so. Rex. Oh, come on, Rex. Oh, he didn't even get the auto attack. It's doomed. It's all over, Riku. Didn't even get the enhanced auto attack. Throw in the towel. Call it a night. Unfortunately, that alone will cost Liyab everything. I'm kidding, by the way. That will not actually cost.
Wow. I'm hearing the roars and screams by the Liyab fans right now.
Oh, I know. You're the one who's been taking the brunt recently.
I don't mind.
Riku don't mind, she says. She's fine with it.
Whew. All right. Standard start for both of these junglers, for HQ Kangye and as well as Dodoi. Although I kind of wonder after you get this red buff, maybe do a quick visit, but that's a little bit extended, so probably not going to be the case this time around for Dodoi ganking early at the top lane. Then that is the plan. Looks like Ziv is still pretty much healthy in the lane so far. But did deny that level 1, zoning him away from the last 2 melee minions of the second wave. Ysera though, she's gonna roam around.
It's level 2. Liyab has survived. This is a good sign. All right, they'll take this one any day of the week. They've had a history of getting dove or not realizing level 2 is actually a decent power spike for a lot of champions. When you're level 1, it's actually you're 2 times the level of your opponent if they are only level 1 and you're level 2.
It is.
Fun fact.
Well, that is a small victory for Liyab for sure. At least the momentum and the rhythm of
You're
the
gonna
Liyab
need
bot
small
lane.
You're gonna need small victories in this lane, by the way. You're going up against the Felios.
Aphelios and Waco at that too.
Aphelios, by the way.
And HQ again, 4-0 into the PCS. Feeling pretty good about their position in the tournament so far. Meanwhile, Kongya though is gonna scout.
He's farming up a storm right now. He actually is gonna steal away the wolves too. He's about a camp and a half ahead of Doi so far.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he's even gonna leave one of the poor wolves alone.
Oh no.
That's so mean.
Well, at least Dodo is gonna port back and most likely go to that area. So I guess the reset isn't gonna be too long.
No,
I
it's
suppose.
not gonna be that bad.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that bad.
Top
Unlike,
lane. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, unlike there are some instances where he's still clearing the red, and then the wolf, the mini wolf, is still there. But yeah.
That's tragic.
Oh, going to the grump.
I hate seeing small wolves be alone in the jungle. Top lane. I was wondering how Kurt's gone Conqueror. Makes sense. And he's getting rather aggressive. Decent amount of damage. Civ, though, trading back. Oh, boy. Civ,
Oh.
not afraid. Kurd does have biscuits, though, so he's actually going to start using that for himself. Civ has a little bit of built-in sustain, obviously, so.
Yeah, felt like Kurd won that one, but it could have been that trade could have been furthered if Kurd hit the Q. Unfortunately, it hit a caster minion in front of him. But he's gonna take that mini victory. He's gonna be fine. Gonna go back. Meanwhile, Dodoi is spotted.
Oh, Dodoi.
He's fine.
He's fine. He goes over the wall. He's got the flag drag. Hell is good. See, we wanted to see early play on the Jarvan. He's interacted at least a little bit, but so far it's been calm. Not a whole lot he can do. Most of his lanes have been pushed in.
That's true. And
my Kurd is like really putting on pressure top, by the way. He's up 20 CS already.
Which is nice.
Against Civ. Like, we had a highlight pack of Civ, and Kurd right now is like, that should have been my highlight pack again. Reload the Kurd highlight pack from last week. That's what he's saying right now.
Must have felt good.
Oh, Hummus, still, you're hooked there, bud. No point to go back in. He's going to flash away, ignite ticking, final hit comes through. First blood on over to the Thresh.
These supports are scary in week 2, day number 2 here. Sarah getting that last whoopah on towards Hamas.
I don't know Hamas' idea there. He's like, yeah, I'm going to walk to the Thresh that still has a hook on me. Like, not the smartest play here. As he ends up getting hooked, and he's like, all right, I'm fine, but still.
You go in, yeah.
Also, his hook kind of disappeared on my screen. We'll ignore that part. At least the kill didn't go on over to the Aphelios, so it's not the end of the world here for Liyab in the spot lane, but still a little bit of assist gold, as well as the first dragon, which was a Cloud Drake, went over to AHQ, so a small gold lead in their favor.
Small gold lead could be getting an early Moby and make Rex's life a little bit harder, even Dodo's life a little bit harder later on. Yeah, this has been a trend for Liyab, the Liyab bot lane in general, where I think most of their first bloods on their side, if they die, I think comes from the bot lane. So we did talk about that level 2. Kongyue is not able to get that. But he is level 6 already. Dodoi still have yet to receive his level 6. And that's going to be the early Mobies for Sarah as he cashes Zoo.
That's a tricky little combo coming out there from Rex. He ends up throwing the Paddle Star early, gets rid of the minion, then puts down a little bit of damage onto Uniboy. Mid lane, he's getting a little bit of out CS there. All is fine though. Hamas went for a roam. I think it was mainly there in case the Rift Herald was started off by the side of AHQ, but Kongyue decided not to. Exosin is alone down here. He should be careful. We've seen what happens when supports go for a roam and are left alone.
That's true. And he has access to that out of combat movement speed. Gonna be a little bit tricky. Exosin does have flash still. Now Hamas is back, at least in the lane.
Actually, yeah, unfortunately Hamas died at a really awkward time because he didn't have enough for his boots. He ended up getting 3 fairy charms with his boots.
Exactly. And because of Viscera's first kill, it was a cash-in.
A little bit.
And now, because of that, it just enables more roams later on for sure. On Isera, again, probably spotting out Dodoi. Isera still have yet to reach level I am scared.
I've seen this place before. Unfortunately, bullet time comes out. It spreads them apart. Meanwhile, though, Exosin has to back off. He does have flash available. It's too late. Waco picks up the kill. Oh, no, he walked forward. Exosin double kill. They do get the trade back on the bounty, but whoo! I'm going to be asking Cabbage on Twitter why he let this one through. Meanwhile, mid lane, Rex is pummeled to death by the Viking. That was unfortunate.
Whoa, okay.
AHQ is starting to pick up pace.
Exactly. And let's take a look at that replay again. I mean, it was them being a little bit comfy walking towards that brush. I mean, it is a Thresh. But then, yeah, I mean, Waco is just Aphelios doing Aphelios things. I mean, at least they get that not really a shutdown, but let's take a look at the mid lane.
Oh.
Oh no.
So that's the issue with Zoe, is you're always facing where you're going. So it's an easy Cassiopeia ultimate. So Rex, unfortunately, he's getting put into these matchups that don't actually favor his favorite champion, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But this top lane difference, oh my word, Kurd! Oh, that's a 40 CS lead on the Jace. That is another concern point, actually, for Liyab, because now this lead, this actual big lead that Kurd has, it's only on Kurd.
Yeah, it's only on Kurd.
If Kurd isn't on the map elsewhere, the gold difference is actually much more than what is seen right now, which is about a 1,500 gold lead.
Exactly. With already his first
boy.
item completed, and now HQ is aware of this. Like, why is Liyab suddenly so far forward, despite Exosin already burning a lot of summoner spells earlier from that engage by Ysera? And this time, let's see if now do they walk.
Oh, surprise. Hello, where is it? Are you going to use your Dark Binding? Oh, I tried to use the
Ooh.
ultimate. Meanwhile, that is going to be Cataclysm into the bullet time, into the root. Waco almost gets taken down. Flash on forward from Doidoi. He's able to secure the kill. Gets in a little bit of rate. No, Exosin didn't finish the kill. Meanwhile, Rift Herald. Oh, Rex is getting camped, by the way. His tower goes down. Oh, okay. AHQ, they came here to play.
They did.
So, man, they just needed the last auto attack onto the Thresh. They're going to get 2 towers.
They are.
Oh, no.
That is an early
Oh, no.
inner tower. 11 minutes into the game. So,
Oh, no.
uh,
So, I'm going to be... is it tragic? Is this a tragic story where Rex gets just ulted as he uses his ultimate again? Let's take a look back toward this mid lane.
I'm curious. Let's see. There's the, okay, no, I guess it's not the case. It was a flash in, settled with a slow.
Oh, he ended up getting grounded there, too, so there's not a whole lot he could do.
Yep. So that is the plan for AHQ. So they keep attacking Rex at this point. But at least they do have some sort of exchange. They do have Kurd at the top side, still ballooning up, by the way. And now this is round number 2.
I've seen this place before. Hummus, use
Again?
Dark Binding first. There you go. Able to land it into the flag drag. Oh, was he not close enough, actually? I don't think Doidoi was able to land it. Meanwhile, there's going to be a teleport coming on down, as well as a big, big Olaf. And unfortunately, the Recton goes to sleep. Here comes Kurt, though. He needs to play rescue here for Rex. Meanwhile, in the middle of the pit, Doidoi is going to get isolated. He's going to get taken down by the sentry. Kurt trying to go big in the middle of this mess, but now he's surrounded by 4 members of AHQ. Rex able to land the bubble, but it's not enough. Waco picks up another double kill.
AHQ going massive after pushing that tower in the mid lane. It just creates more problems. Not over. Civ is still alive, and Rex is hoping to get at least a consolation prize, a consolation kill against AHQ. I guess it's not going to work out. I mean, HQ.
So I want to see, did his flag drag not work? It didn't. He didn't get the flag. Did he not get the flag down? There's no flag on the ground.
There is no flag on the ground.
Oh, is there?
There, he reserved it for later, I suppose.
Okay. So they could have actually got the follow-up there and maybe gotten a kill. In the end, there still would have been a teleport coming down, so much of this was still going to go heavily in HQ's favor.
Yep, that is absolutely true. Waco was untouched in this whole skirmish.
Which I don't get how, because he literally walked close to the bush like Ysera.
I think they poured everything towards Ysera, and Waco had a pretty prime position in that fight. It's tough, even though despite Kurd being ahead.
There you go. Is he gonna try and hunt down Civ? Nah, he ain't gonna flash. He doesn't have flash. So
he gonna be fine.
Still Kurd forcing out Civ. I'll give it to him. He's taking this matchup in stride. Unfortunately, the rest of the map just isn't going in his favor, and that's on the rest of Liyab here at the moment, and you gotta wonder what's kind of causing these issues. Is it the draft? Is Aphelios just straight up broken, and there's nothing to play against it?
Yeah.
Is it Rex's Zoe has been kind of scouted out recently, and like teams are fine letting it go through, so they seem to have the answers on their opponent's side with this Cassiopeia, with the Syndra we saw earlier in the day. It's been a bit rough.
Yeah. It's understandable because during the first week of PCS, Zoe has been like the primary go-to of all of these mid laners. So I suppose after that week, it has been solved. Like, problem solved. We have a counter. Thomas.
He walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Cool Morganas don't walk away from
Axes.
axes, apparently, yeah. I was gonna say explosives, but that's not. See, Waco's just zoning by himself, by the way.
Oh
so
my.
Tower shall go down. More gold into the Aphelios pocket. He's got the Essence Reaver already into his upgraded boots. It's a little disgusting.
Yeah, the early take, the Rift Herald towards that outer and inner in the mid lane really did hurt Liyab.
Oh, Matt Kurt's trying.
Whew.
He's trying everything in the top. If he can get some solo kills, there is hope. But he really needs to start getting them, like, right now.
Yeah, before his prime expires, before everyone else from AHQ explodes, and therefore the lead will not be wasted. Let's see, Uniboy coming up, just gonna get that vision up on the top. Now, they do spot out Dodoy. Meanwhile, Exocen will be given this freedom in the mid lane to at least farm, and Zoe will be on picking someone out duty. Let's see if that would be possible. As again, that inner tower in the mid lane really will hurt them, especially with their dragon control later on.
Especially like you take a look to the bot side map in the mini map. He's not a whole. It's a lot of wards going down there on the side of HQ. They've already gone for this lane swap too, actually forcing up Cassiopeia up toward the top side of the map. Let's get a little bit of push going. Rift Herald being started up here by AHQ. They are on top of a scuttle. Ward comes down. Konga, he's going to try and drag it out a little bit. 4 members of Liyab. What are they going to do? AHQ can just pincer her. So they have to give up this Rift Herald again.
Oof.
It's a rough game so far here for Liyab. Now down 4,500 gold.
Yep, and meanwhile, Kurt is just going to try to push this to at least equalize the levels of their lanes, but since there is no vision whatsoever in that portion of the map in the jungle of HQ, gotta respect that. Kurt decides to back away, and now we see top side could potentially be the next Rift Herald drop coming from HQ, as that is the only tower standing for the outer side of the map.
You get the ring down, and then you get full control into the jungle of Liyab.
Did we just sigh at the same time?
I hate to say it, but this game is looking, it's kind of looking over at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not a pretty sight, to say the very least. There is some team fight ability from the side of Liyab. You know, a Cataclysm into a bullet time, but you need AHQ to miss position. And so far, AHQ sit at the top of the standings. They're undefeated at the moment.
Exactly.
Whereas Liyab here, it seems like we've seen some communication errors from time to time, some over-aggression, which has hurt them before, and, you know, some lack of vision might come into play here, as they do get the scuttle, but Doidoi did use his smite for it, so AHQ could just go for the dragon and the steal chance here. Well, Doidoi's going to have his second smite up in a sec, as Kurt is also joined to the party.
Ooh, minion wave building at the mid lane already.
Oh, okay, so this is mean from AHQ. Liyab are in a very bad position at this point. Now they could get forced off the dragon, but guess what? Shelly's about to smash mid lane. Shelly don't care. Dragon resets. Doidoi now can't really decide.
Oh,
there's
nice.
Cassio. No, Cassiopeia ultimate being available. Doidoi into the 50-50. He's able to take it, but meanwhile, Yasura jumps in over towards the side. Meanwhile, Felio's ultimate not able to find anything. Bullet time comes down, but meanwhile, the tower is taken in mid lane. Liyab need to clean up, but they're unable to at this point.
What?
And look at that damage still coming out. Waco almost able to finish off. There it is, the final shurikens. He's killing him from across the screen, Riku. They don't care. Unstoppable. Doidoi just jumps to his death. And that is not what you want to do here on the side of Liyab, because now you have minions crashing in. Uniboy is able to flash forward, pick off the kill. Civ is even TPing back. And unfortunately, that is it. Liyab off that fight alone, it is disaster.
I mean, they were already being pressured off that Shelly marching down the mid lane at the inhibitor tower. Congrats to Dodoy though. At least they got the dragon later on. Look at that sentry for that zoning by Waco. And the Uniboy ult missed. So they were a little bit more confident going into this matchup. But Waco though, again, that bullet time was perfect. That was a really nice zoning bullet time. They get the stun in towards Ziv. He's still away. But look at the sentry. Look at Exosen's HP. Look at the crits. Look at the plays.
Kurt.
And Kurt too.
He's like, no, they're following me all the way.
I want to cry. I want to cry.
Yeah, this is why Aphelios is banned all the time. And at this point, like, sure, Rex gets himself a Zonia's, but he doesn't even have a chance to use it at that point. And then Hama is just corralled to his death. This is why you ban Aphelios.
Yes, and this is the fourth time we're seeing Aphelios.
And he has like 100% win rate. When will teams learn? If you're red side, your 3 bans are the following. Senna, Ornn, Aphelios.
That's
you don't
it.
have another option. If you don't ban that, the other team will likely pick it.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the Misfortune is no longer 100% prio when it comes to first picking anymore. Teams might prioritize a pocket pick, but any of those 3 are up, it's almost an instant lock-in on blue side.
It's quite tough already having Hurricane completed as well with a one item lead against Exosen here on the Misfortune. Pretty tough as he has the most kills in this match. Yeah. We saw firsthand how that sentry really just destroyed Liyab single-handedly.
Again, there's a possibility Liyab get on top of Aphelios.
Yeah, that's true.
There is that possibility still. But there is so much safety. You're having a Thresh that's always going to be next beside him. Rex has been kind of shut down as far as this game goes. He's been able to farm, maintain about the same CS as Cassiopeia. But if he tries to jump in, Cassiopeia just ults. Anyone tries to jump on the Aphelios, they just ult. That's the issue here. Doidoi, he gets away because he does have the black shield, so no CC going to come down. But this is also the threat is Waco could just shred apart this Baron.
They are. AHQ in a very safe spot. Again, they have a ton of Sarah, very low.
Almost able to. That's enough to actually force them off the Baron. Not too bad. Rex not able to land there. You see Waco's being aggressive. He's like, I could go for this, guys.
Ooh, nicely done split push as well, coming from Kurd while everything was happening. So good cancel by Liyab, and as well as adding pressure at the bottom side of the map. 1 minute, more or less, for the next dragon to spawn. And we see that resources have been kept, especially the bullet time. Not a little bit too trigger happy in that Baron pit, and looks like they will reserve that instead for the next dragon dance.
Oh, Waco. Just going to go ahead, farm up. He's sitting on 1,900 gold, by the way. He's about 2,000 gold ahead of Exosen. The main saving grace here is Liyab, is Kurd. He is up about 1,500 over his lane opponent, but unfortunately he's a Jace.
Yeah.
So he's not what you call a team fight monster.
Exactly.
It's rare the entire team is going to group up all together. He can get everybody with a hammer smash.
Yes.
Maybe you get a shock blast. That's possible. But there's going to be an issue here is also if AHQ pick up Mountain Drake, then you get a shield. And then that shock blast doesn't really matter.
Shock blast doesn't really matter. Oh, they're going to meet in the middle.
Yeah, but Uniboy's nearby. It's all a bait. Kurd, he's going to get stunned up. Uniboy's also here. Able to walk away from the Cassiopeia ultimate, but Uniboy is going to pick up his second kill. He's also got a Mage Eyes, by the way.
Oof.
This is going to be rough.
12 stacks already on the Mage Eyes, and meanwhile HQ, this leaves room for more Dragon in their pockets. You did mention, the Shock Blast burst wouldn't really matter, especially if they do have Earth Dragon. It also counts as a really nice soft counter to Rex's burst on the Zoe, which hasn't been having the funnest time in the lane so far, having that early outer and inner tower eliminated right off the bat. Very difficult for Liyab, and AHQ is just very confident. Oops!
Oh, Rex. But this is the issue. You can run away from the first hit, but you're still going to be there. Doidoi, sure, you get a 3-man knock-up. But Waco is unstoppable. It is very much, unfortunately, the end game when it comes to this matchup at this point. AHQ, they should be able to just take this Baron. If not, they'll turn. Like, look at Kongya. He's not even in the pit to help secure this. He's just there running, like, guard duty at this point. He's just going to get the Lantern on in. He says, thank you very much. Redemption also going to come out. They don't even care. Waco flashes over the wall. That's actually Uniboy that does it. Baron goes on over to AHQ. James is running. Unfortunately, Uniboy should be able to finish him off. All he needs is a couple more Twin Fangs. Even with that, oh, beautiful sidestep. Uniboy styling. It's a 9,000 gold lead, 25 minutes. AHQ now with Baron in hand. Mountain Soul in 3.5.
All right. So Uniboy, again, has yet to die from everything. And AHQ had a really nice pick-off here. With Rex, no choice. Just going to have to go back to the same spot. And unfortunately, EXO was in the middle lane. So it was a little bit too late to try and maybe get an exchange of at least a kill. HQ just very far ahead into the game, so they're in a very comfy position. Look at this sentry. It's disgusting. Yeah. Like, I just wonder how Aphelios has been made. Like, you have a Heimerdinger and an AD carry in one.
You also have an ultimate that, like, when you have a flamethrower, it's just massive AoE. Yeah, no, they just said, hey, Donger was played bot lane at Worlds like, in Season 8.
How about
like,
we put
hey,
in an AD carry?
Let's just make an AD carry with turrets. It's not even the turrets that are OP. It's the entirety of the kit.
It's the entirety of the kit.
It's the amount of range, it's the amount of poke, it's the amount of tools. All right?
It's like having 5 champions in one.
It's Invoker from Dota, pretty much. But on an AD carry, and he's not been nerfed into the ground.
Not yet. I mean, Wright has been doing a lot of adjustments so far.
Yes.
I think it's just not enough just yet because his kit in general, unless they reduce a lot of numbers from like the base stats. Although I'm just rambling right now as they try to siege.
Like, I'll be frank, it's Liyab can put up a fight.
Yes,
there is a possibility. There is a magical team fight they can land. But AHQ have shown themselves to be rather clean. They've only given up 3 kills this game, the 1 tower and the 1 dragon to Liyab. That's pretty much it. Kurd had an advantage. Unfortunately, he's a Jace. And guess what? Civ just plays safe. He can go back in. It's rough because we'd like to see more from Kurd, but unfortunately, just the pickup, the Jace, it's good for dominating the lane, but if he's not able to actually take the lane, it doesn't matter. Because guess what? He only got a slight bit of damage on the first tier tower.
And that is Liyab doing the defense at this point. And now it's more like HQ with Sarah, seeing if they can land in a hook and try to get that engaged as they slowly whittle away the base of Liyab.
I'm waiting for Waco just to flash in. He's got himself about 75% crit chance and an Infinity Edge 27. Yeah, no, he could flash in and probably take a couple people down.
That is...
Waco.
Do it.
2 and 3.
Or he's taking care of his KDA.
Don't matter about the KDA. He can go in. Baron buff, yeah, it was huge. Inhibitor tower is going to fall. Top lane inhibitor is exposed. Uniboy's also was. Uniboy almost has. He needs 1 last assist or kill, and you have a fully stacked Mage Eyes.
Oh my word, that is. Whew.
And he's also got. He also went Oblivion Orb too, just for that extra little bit of magic pin on top of that.
Little bit more oomph. Yep. As Rex though, unfortunately has to do second item Banshee's Veil this time around. So gonna hurt them a little bit more in the damage department, but it's all about that survivability of slowing things down for Liyab. Not going to get a whole combo and then fall into their deaths. Mountain Drake, though, is alive and well. We'll see if Dragon Soul will arrive at HQ's hands, or will Liyab deny this?
Liyab can fight over this. They can try and take it. Unfortunately, like, your base is going to start getting pushed in. Mid lane's about to crash. AHQ can literally just stand here and watch. For Liyab, if you burn this down, you can get back to your base, but you're going to start having supers crash in onto the Nexus. We see Doido, he wants to make the call, wants to make the play. Oh! That damage from the Bloody Flamethrower is ridiculous, and Civ has already popped his dominance. And like that, Doido getting shredded apart. He gets over toward the side. It's Mountain Soul secured by AHQ. There is no answer on the side of Liyab as they backtrack to their base. But the hunt is on. The flash forward from Kongye is able to land. Even with the Aphelios ultimate missing, it don't matter. And Civ can look to lead the charge on these minions. Waco as well. Super's already whacking away onto the next towers. Waco flashing on forward. You can see just how much that flamethrower does. I think this is the stand here for Liyab. Waco is 3v1ing on the Nexus at this point. He don't care. He'll get back onto Lantern. HQ Rel remain undefeated, and Liyab will drop now to a 2-3 record as they are getting shredded to pieces outside the fountain as AHQ take the Nexus.
HQ is a monster team, getting their 5th win in the PCS. No sweat. Again, I've only seen one instance where they seemed a little bit unstable, and that was against Alpha Esports, but I think that was just